like I have experienced, I was preparing for operational masters in operational research, and there were a institute, and they charged us 25,000 rupees for the preparation.
Okay.
And they didn't guarantee us that you will be selected for that program. So yeah, but other ways, there are a lot of YouTube channels. They are really wanted to do something good for the or help students for free. Like there are a lot of YouTube channels which covers all the topics related to exams. So rather
Hmm.
than going for the institutes, I would prefer you can study your topics on YouTube, right?
Right.
Because I
Right.
personally think that the institutes are like they are doing their businesses,
Correct.
nothing else.
Correct.
Yeah. So this is my personal experience, which I shared, that they charge so much and they really don't like give you surety about it that whether you will be selected or not. So yeah. So I'm really curious to know what will be the pathway to be a data analyst or data scientist. Like as you have done your
Hmm.
B.Tech, right? From IIT,
Yes. Yes.
then ISI. So that things which you learned in IIT and ISI is helping you in data analyst or not?
It is definitely helping me, but I would like to tell you that the kind of path which I have chosen is not
Yeah.
really a standard path. It is,
Yeah.
I have always done a local optimization with my life, that what is the best thing for me as of
Best.
now. And that is not good for someone if they want to build a career. So I took a lot of time in understanding that what I really want to do. But for someone who has made up his mind or her mind that they want to be a data scientist or data analyst, they do not need to study a lot. They just need to complete their graduation. And as I said, they need to be well versed with Python and R. And after you have done this much now, Python and R, automatically you can pick up statistics. And there's a very good book in statistics. Book is ISLR, Introduction to Statistical Learning. Now, that book is a free book. Now, it is the Bible of your data analysts role. I mean, if you read that book thoroughly, you will understand 70 to 80% of what is data science, what is machine learning, and what is the all hype about. You will understand that these all things are not that difficult to master. You just need to be devoted. That book will be a very thick book, but you don't need to read that book in one day. I mean, divide your time. Take up like three months of period, that in this 3 months I will read the first 100 page. Next 3 months, the next 100 page. And covering 100 pages in 3 months is not that challenging. 3 months has 90 days. 100 upon 90 is like roughly 1 page a day. So if you are like committed that in 1 or 1.5 years, I will complete that book thoroughly. Trust me, that is all you need. And if you have learned Python and R, start applying to jobs. You don't need to show any degree or a certification. Start applying to jobs that I know Python and I know R and I also know statistics. And you ask me questions. You just need to land an interview. See, it could happen that you apply to, let's say, 100 odd companies and they do not call you for interview. It's not an issue. Send 100 more applications. You need around 5 to 6 interviews. In 5 to 6 interviews, somebody would understand your value, because most of the jobs involve Python, R, and a bit of statistics. So if somebody has seen something in your resume, that they have called you for the interview and they have asked you questions and you're able to answer them, why will they not hire you? Your degree is of no use to them.
But I think most of the like companies ask for the degrees related to that particular profile.
Yeah, it is
What
their way of
personally?
reducing their work, because you see, data scientist or data analyst is a role which is very hot in demand. So
Yeah,
if there is any opening, India is a country full of unemployed people.
yeah.
A lot of people will apply. How will you, I mean, shortlist? There has to be some kind of a criteria.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have landed an interview, it means you have gone through that stage. Now your
Mm-hmm.
degrees are of not that importance, but to
Mm-hmm.
land that interview is a challenge, and degree there helps to land in that position, to sit across an interviewer, and he or she is able to ask you questions.
Somebody told me that there should be some keywords in the CV, because
Right.
they like shortlist through their computers and all. There should be some
Correct.
keywords we should
Correct.
use in CVs and etc.
Right. Right. That's true. That's true.
So
But you know what? That is like a kind of hack, and I really do not trust in these hacks. I believe that you should be confident with what you know, and the right company and the right person will hire you. You do not have to make yourself available to a company or a recruiter, and then after you get selected, you will feel bad about it, because ultimately, once you start working on the job, you will realize that what all skills are needed, and if even if you like this job or not. So
mhm,
the
right.
job of a good interviewer is that to understand what are your interests and whether this will be a right fit. So you need to be very honest with that, and do not use such hacks. I mean, these hacks will work. I'm not saying they will not, they will work. It's kind of like tricking someone into hiring you, or tricking
Mhm.
someone to consider your resume. And I believe that that does not work, because any job which you take is a kind of a relationship, and you should not have any trickery in any relationship, because then it becomes very transactional in nature, that you give your 9 to 5 from Monday to Friday, and then you hate your weekdays, you only want your weekends. So I believe that thinking long term is the best approach, and I am the prime example of that. I have always thought in terms of short terms and local optimization, and I know
Mhm.
that that does not work. You have to think in terms of long term.
Mhm.